The system which we are developing is about the customer sarcastic opinions, uh, which will impact the sales and the credibility of the sale. So, what is the sarcastic? Sarcasm. The sarcasm means the critic or the positive and negative phrases which opposite to each other, and they do the critique to particular product, or they show some ironic behavior. So application of the project relied on the Amazon website. So we extracted and scraped the Amazon information. Amazon information is, is having the price, the list price, discount, and product reviews, information, and review count. So we taken the sarcastic reviews and non-sarcastic reviews out of the all overall reviews. Basically, to, to identify the sarcastic reviews from the text is more difficult than the linguistic context. So, in order to start our project, our first step is data collection. In the first step, we use to collect the data using Zone Hassan Hunter, a Chinese product, a tool to collect the information, the product information, and the sales rank and the review information. We- Then we stored all the information in a SQLite database, which we save into CSV format. Then we taken the CSV file and sweep into our language in our studio. The next step is to define the architecture. The architecture is consists of data science process, which is mostly used in big data process. So we use data collection, data preparation, feature building, data modeling, data presentation for step, and the first step start with the data preparation. After data collection, the second step is data preparation, and here we normalize our data using log normalization. Then in data preparation, we have to generate the sentiment score. We used dictionary-based approach, and using dictionary-based approach, we identify from the text the positive and the negative scores. Then we store this with the score we store into the table format, which is a frame in the node with that belong to particular product. So review 1 have score 5, review 2 have score 4, like this. So then we also generate sarcasm reviews and the scores. Sarcastic reviews, mostly the ironic or maybe style. So we have negative reviews about the product. We select all negative products reviews. Then further we validate the negative reviews from Deep Emoji website. There we check the confidence level, which must be medium level for the sarcastic or ironic reviews. Those reviews which we selected we store as a separate data set with product information. Then we select our base model, progression model, and maximum model and Curas. So we have two deep learning model and one statistical model to make comparison. Which one is better? So first of all, we have to define. I define the deep learning model and just did the introduction. A deep learning model is fully connected to each other and many hidden layers and the output layer. First layer is input and last layer is output. Next we show the results. All the results we computed using RMSE, which is mean square error metric. So in this metric we have seen the significance of cross the, the deep learning model, more significant for non-sarcastic reviews towards the sale. So they have those models which are non-sarcastic, those models applied on the non-sarcastic reviews, deep learning MaxNet have a score 2.43, regression 3.72, Keras sequential model 1.26. In these among three, the Keras model is better among all three. If you see the sarcastic review result, it clearly shown that the sarcastic reviews have worsened effect on the sale. So sarcastic reviews and the product information and the readability, the they all have the worsened effect on the sale. So this is our conclusion. Thank you. Next, next we show that how a MaxNet model will train the training set. It is in all. So we have the MaxNet model first. So step by step, this model will be trained over 500 episodes. If you see that it is running with our mean square error metric. Shortly it will stop and it will give you the mean square error which is trained after 500 episodes. 3.72 is the score. Then we will train a regression model, LM model, a statistical model which will train based on 10 folds. So we give the 10 folds and do a step-by-step model which will predict and give the mean square error which is 2.03. Then we go to train Keras TensorFlow sequential model. If you clearly see that it will give the better accuracy among all other models, which is a deep learning model, and it is basically running with the Python and pandas. So it takes time to 500 episode to run. So if you see that each and every episode, after each and every episode, the mean square error reduced. So mean square error reduced until we get a perfect score. Here the R score will come which will be smallest among all other scores using Keras regression model. So if I see that the score is clearly smallest. Thank you.